So our first video is more about going through and talking about the steps you're going to go through. As you work on the second and third problem, try to complete as much of it as you can. Come back to this video and watch the steps over and over again so you understand what's first and second and so on. And try to complete the second and third problem with as little need for the video as possible. I understand for some of you, you'll need the video completely all the way through. For those of you who've got third problem, you're able to do most of it, if not all of it, without the video. So the exponential equation we're going to be using is y equals a times b to the x. We're given 2 points. So I'm going to write the two equations. For the first one, we're using 1, 12. The y value is 12. And the x value is 1. The second one, the y value is 108. And the x value is 3. Now you may be looking at this thinking, well, what method we're going to use? So I'm going to call this like the elimination method that we did back with the linear equation. Now it's not the elimination method, that's what you were taught, but we're actually going to be, the technique we're going to use is actually going to help us eliminate one of the variables. That way, with one variable left, we can solve for it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take the first equation, and we're going to divide the second equation by the first equation. So we take 108 divided by 12. And on the right side, I'm going to take ab cubed divided by ab to the first. So I'm going to divide the two equations. The reason for this is because I have an a divided by a, which is 1, as long as a is not 0. That way we can eliminate a and then use our rules to come up with the value of b. So 108 divided by 12 is 9. And b, I take 3 minus 1, using our exponent rules. So I end up with is b squared. Now, maybe you already know the answer to this, but if not, again, our rule is to multiply both sides by its reciprocal, and the exponent by its reciprocal to get the exponent of 1, b square root as well. So we end up here with is a value of 3. I'm sorry, b value of 3. So the equation, I'm going to use this first one here. So the equation has 3 of the 4 numbers now. I have 12. I don't know the a value yet, but I know the b is 3, and I know x is 1. So all I'm doing here is replacing the b with 3. I'll make it 12 is equal to a times 3. Divide both sides by 3, and a is 4. So the final equation is y is equal to my a value, which is 4, times my b value, which is 3, to the exponent of x. If I would check the equation, I could use the second equation, this one here. So it's 108 is equal to my a value, which is 4, times my b value, which is 3, to the third power. And so the right side of that will equal 108. So 3 cubed is 27. And 4 times 27 is 108. So it does work. So before we can move on, we're only going to look at this solution here, but because we are doing a square root, is there more than one possibility for b? So something for you to consider or think about. We'll talk about this when we have class next. Because if there's another value for b that works, then we might have a second equation. And will both equations give us the same graph? Or will they, or what would be the differences in the graph?